6 days of pure magic, Human Design Rave Festival 2024.
We're very happy and proud to present to you Idalina Fernandes from Portugal. So you get to know her a little bit better before she does her lecture during the festival. Hi, nice to meet you, Idalina.
Nice to meet you too. It's nice to be here.
Hello.
Hello. Let's talk a little bit about us.
So, would you please tell us something more about yourself and how did you get into human design? How did it cross your path? And what happened?
Well, it's a long story. Just to make it short, obviously. I started in February 2004, so it's going to be almost 20 years now. I have to say that I had no idea what human design was about. By that time, I'm going to be 54 now, so I was 34 years old then, and I was a completely businesswoman, okay? I have a degree in management, economics, I was a business consultant, and I had no idea about human design or anything like that. I was just introduced to human design, and I am a very mental person, you know, and I was very skeptical about all this kind of thing. When people told me that human design Rave chart was doing with your birth details, I immediately said no. I'm not open to these kind of things. But then it was a very good friend of mine that I really, really trusted her. So she was someone that I really admire. And she said, you have to do it. You're going to like it. Okay. And she convinced me. I did it. And even then, I'm a projector. I am a 4/6 emotional projector. And lots of things made a lot of sense to me immediately. But a lot of them didn't. By then, I was like, no. People saying like I'm a very creative person because I have the creative role model channel totally unconscious, and I was like, no, I'm a business person, I'm a mathematics, I'm not creative at all, you know. But then, well, obviously I was listening to the recording, I start feeling a little bit more, maybe this is correct about me, maybe I'm just being so skeptical and I'm being stupid. And then just I was living in Germany at the time, and someone looked at my chart and said, oh, you have a great Rave chart for working with human design. I said, who, me? Never. I will never do that. But then this person said, no, I'm pretty sure you'll be very good at it. And I was like, maybe he's right. I don't know, but I don't feel that now. But then I start searching, and I realized that the International Human Design just opened there by then, so I could do everything online. And when people told me that the Living Your Design workshop was just for getting to know myself a little bit better, I said, well, why not? I can do it online, anywhere I am living. I was a business person, just traveling around, so I'll try it. And that's how the story starts. And here I am, after all these years, you know, just completely into it in human design. So that's how it started.
Yeah, what a nice story.
Yeah, it is.
Very similar to my story. I'm also coming from the business world, so I really relate. I was researching something, and I just read about some lawyer who dropped her practice after 15 years, successful lawyer, to get on the human design path. And I'm thinking, wow, like.
Yeah, it took me a few years before leaving. I didn't completely leave the business consultancy, because later on I did the studies with BG5. So I have just some clients because I don't have the time to do more, because I'm doing all the training, I'm training all the classes, you know, from Living Your Design until PTL4 in Portugal. So I'm a projector, so I have to be careful how I use my energy. So I only have like a couple of clients a year in business, but I still do business consultancy, but now with human design, obviously. But I would say that for a long time, between, I don't know, maybe I was 40 and 46, 47, I was just into human design completely. And, you know, it makes a lot of sense to me, because that some people, it doesn't mean that you stop being what you were before, a lawyer or a manager or anything like that. You know, you still are, you have all those skills and experience, that life experience is there. And it's quite funny because I have a big percentage of my clients come from the business world, and it's not natural because, you know, that's where I already have a career and people trusted me, and that was just a natural process. So it makes a lot of sense to me. So it does to you probably.
Nice. It's your fractal. It's your natural fractal.
Yeah, it's like, as we all know now, everything comes together just naturally. You don't have to look for anything, you know, as long as you are aligned with your life strategy, everything we already know, everything comes to you. You don't have to look for anything. So being a lawyer, or being as I usually say, even a priest, because I have priests around, we are my clients. We say you don't stop being anything, you just are a bit of everything, you know, because that's who you are. It's not the job you do, that's the way I see things, you know. So human design is wonderful because you can be all that and be a human design practicer, practical, and teacher, whatever, you know that.
No, but this is also good to mention indeed, because this is the reason we are creating this festival, is to get people also get together and to find like-minded or just other enthusiasts in human design, because it can be a lone wolf business, as you know. And it's those times for us to meet and to experiment together and really support each other. It's crazy times out there, and it's so nice to feel the support and to see that people all around the world, from all different types of venues and jobs, and can actually benefit from the system.
I agree, and I'm very grateful that you are doing these kind of things, because, as you said, it can be very lonely. I felt that for the first years, because I was the only one in Portugal for a long time. And there was a lot of people in human design in Portugal, but I would say for the first 7-8 years, I was the only one in Portugal in human design. And of course, I had my international human design community, and it was very good, you know. But it's very nice that you can meet other people and that you're doing that live. I would like to go there, but I don't really have the time for those dates to be there. But I think it's going to be a great opportunity for people to really meet and talk about all this language, that just more than language is a frequency of all the things we say about human design. Very nice. I'm very happy for you, and for everyone who's going to be there and meet in person will be very nice.
Yes, but
and that kind of leads us to really ask you of what you are preparing for the event, and what would you like to share in this Human Design Rave Festival? Yeah.
I don't know if you remember the name of the lecture I'm doing, is the Nature and Nurturing, the real human experiential way. Why? I really don't know, to be honest. That's what came up, you know, my inspiration, my channel of inspiration just said, I have to talk about this. To be honest, I think that is going to be so many people there with even more experience than me, talking about so many areas. I didn't want to feel it. I didn't want to do something very like training, you know. I wanted to talk about a real experience in human design. I have my life force is mostly abstract. My personality sun is the 30 gate, and I'm the cross of contagion. So I'm here to experience. I'm here to talk about my experience, you know, as an individual and as a teacher. I've been teaching for 10 years now. And I really don't know. I haven't thought about it, to be honest. I'm just waiting for my inspiration until then. to give me the guidelines about what I'm about to say, because my creative channels is individual, it's the creative role model, and I have to trust what is going to come out. And I do know that I will do something that will inspire people. I really don't know what yet. My students, I had a class this weekend, was my last class for PTL3. And this class they saw, because I have already sent to my clients all the information I have about the festival and the discount coupon you sent me. So I have a very good database of clients. So people have already been asking me. And by the way, the site was not on the day I sent the newsletter. So I was receiving a lot of messages because you were updating it. I was like, what? So many people want to know about it. It's good to know. But then people would ask me, oh, what are you going to talk about? And I told them, you know my chart. I have no idea yet what I'm going to be talking about. That name just came out. I know it. I am good to talk about it. Exactly what? I don't know yet. But I know it will do something to do with that, obviously. My experience and what I believe, not believe, but what I feel, that is the purpose, the main purpose of human design. Is not like just a theory, it's not just words, it's an experience. It's experience and experimenting that you're going to get to the true self, obviously. I know that's what I want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about, just RBG5 or just incarnation cross, or I don't feel that for me. It's like just more, just going all over this and just how you can put that into your life, as an abstract person. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, it makes sense. And as I said earlier, I really loved your lecture and the description, because everybody's talking in human design about the not self, and you're focusing on the true self, and that's fresh air.
Yeah, I'm an optimistic. I'm a 4/6.
Yeah.
And I really am. It's just not because it's there in my chart. I've always been like that. I don't know why, even on my first stage until I was 30, and my life was not easy at all. I really know what is to be a 3 on the first 30 years. But even then, people kept saying, I don't know why you are so optimistic. But I've always felt that. I always felt that you should always focus on the good things, and when I really feel that everything you put, and now people say this, I know it's very frequent, but I used to say that when I was in my 20s, I really feel that the things you put your attention, that's where it's going to grow. I really felt that, so I really want to focus on the good things, on the true self, on all the strengths you have and all the possibilities and the potential. And I really feel that's what we should be doing this. As you said, Veronica, the times are difficult. Ra prepared us for that. We know that until 2027 we already knew it was going to be difficult. We didn't know how. But it's quite funny, because in 2019, I did a quite big conference in Portugal about human design. And on November 2019, and just 3 months later, COVID came. And when I did that big conference here, I talked about lots of things that could happen and preparing people, but in a good way. Just talking about what could be done until 2027 to be ready for the change. I was talking about that. And people like, even my clients and students, they were like, that's a bit bizarre, everything she's saying. They were trusting what I was saying because they already knew me. People who didn't really know me, they were like, what? This is also bizarre. And now we know what's happening. And that's what I keep on doing, is just doing whatever I can to allow people to be calm, to trust themselves. I always have this sentence in my head that Rai used to say, I'm not worried about change because I know my kids, my children, they know their life strategy and their authority. And that's what I always say. I have a 13 manifestor, a girl, child. Well, she's not a child anymore, obviously. She's bigger than me. But I keep saying that I'm not worried about everything that's going on, because if you know yourself, if you know your true self, whatever, no matter what, you'll be okay. And that's what I keep saying to my students, to my clients. All you have to do, of course, so simple yet so complicated, but where you have to put your energy is on everything we can do to be strong and to trust ourselves and be optimistic. And that's what I'm here for, to be honest. I'm a contagion. If I have the cross of contagion, it's not I have to, it's what I feel is right for me, you know. So I'm very happy. I always say I'm the luckiest person on earth, because I know this for almost 20 years. So I'm ready for it, no matter what, you know. Whatever will be, but I'm doing my best, you know.
Mm,
Does that make sense?
absolutely.
I'm glad you like it, really, because I really didn't know that's what it came to me. How you feel about that, Julia?
Beautiful. That's what it is. It's when you're aligned with your nature, then everything is happening around, but in the way you're not moving. Yeah, the self is not moving. It's just there. And that's what we're doing with the system. We're getting into this point of singularity when you are becoming individual, the undivided self, and each of us are doing this work and co-creating it and getting together and experiencing it, yeah, with a capital I, yeah, through each and every one of us. That's endless joy. Yeah. So
Yes.
myself and Veronica and other people who support us in organization, yeah, we are all so passionate about this knowledge, and that's where this event is being born from. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that it's happening, and I'm really looking forward to be. I will be watching as much as I can, because I'll be teaching PTL1 during the weekend, but the days before I'll try to see as much as I can, and I'm really looking forward. Really am.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So is us, so are us. Yeah, we're like, how can we, as organizers, create the whole process the way so we can enjoy the festival as well
Yeah,
and be
of
as
course.
much present as possible in the live events?
Yeah, you have to have fun to do it. So yeah, otherwise, it's quite a few days. I've noticed. I thought it would be lesser. It's going to be hard work for you, I believe. But as you said,
6 days, 6 days nonstop. So yeah.
whoa, yeah, I noticed that. I was looking at the program, was like, whoa, that's going to be hard work for you. But I'm really happy you have that smile in your face, and everything is going to be perfect, I'm sure. For
We
how
also
many?
have,
Sorry?
sorry.
I'm saying I don't know for how long you've been doing this, but I believe for a long time as well. This Rave Festival. I was talking about the Rave Festival.
But we have also volunteers to support us.
Yeah.
And also, if there are people who would like to take part and translate in Portuguese, maybe, we're also open for such volunteers
Okay.
to really open the event worldwide for people.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a pure pleasure. Of course, we have our challenges, but it's a process in which we learn a lot also about ourselves, and it's been an amazing actually
If
experience.
there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. If you have something related with the Portuguese translation of Portugal, just let me know, obviously.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to know about?
Maybe you have some last words you want to say to the people with whom we're sharing now this interview. And of course, welcome to Idalina's lecture.
Yeah, sure. Well, what I would like to say is this, is that we said before, this is the time for us to be ready for the change, I would say. And the most we can do together as individuals and in cooperation with each other, obviously. I really believe this is the time to make, I don't know, something that we call like a circle of energy in a good way, which what I mean by that is that if everyone is just connected to the same idea, intention inside, the sankalpa of inside, we really, really, really want to make something good with human design and allow people to grow into it, really understand what the purpose, the real purpose of what we are doing with the system. Come and join us, because I'm really, when I was looking at all the people involved, I had a big smile in my face and saying, because when we invited me, I didn't know who was going to be there, but I felt, yes, my emotional clarity said yes, and here I am. But when I was looking at all the people going to be there, I said, wow, this is an amazing moment for us to be together and just share our knowledge, our feelings, our intention with human design, the pure intention, because every single year from now until 2027 and after that is going to be very important. I do believe that these are incredible times to be here, So come and join us and let's learn together, because we're going to get stronger together. So that's all I have to say by now.
Wow.
Hmm.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much for it.
Yeah, thank you so much for you as well. Okay, it was really nice talking to you. If there is anything I can do, please let me know.
Thank you, and see you in the festival.
Yeah,
See you in the
there.
festival.
Yeah,
Bye for
have
now.
fun. Take care. Bye.
Get your tickets today. See you soon.